So we are back. We love this game so much, we decided to record a second video
Come right back
right
around.
now
Yep,
and play
definitely.
again. So one thing that we're doing today, we're playing the second mission. It's called Saint Mary Eglise, and we left one last piece of the setup for you guys to watch. As the read that part just slightly on the how it explains the setup for this.
So the special
rules,
rules. Before the Allied side takes its first turn, the Allied player has an additional airdrop. Hold 4 infantry figures in your hand about 12 inches, roughly the height of the box set on its side, above the battlefield. Drop the figures. If a figure falls off the board or lands in a hex with another friendly or enemy unit, this figure is out of action and placed back in the box. No victory medal is awarded to the Axis player on this occasion. If the figure is not out of action, place an additional 3 figures from the box into the infantry figure's hex. The unit landed safely and is ready for action.
Okay, so here we go. These are my paratroopers. 4 of them dropping into the. Ouch. Okay, so this one's dead
Yeah,
because
looks
it
like
landed right on top of the.
Looks like you're running at 50%
Germans.
right now.
Yeah, and then this one, what do you think?
Didn't survive the drop
Didn't
because he's
survive?
in that
Okay.
one.
So those 2 made it in there. So now we're gonna put the.
So this one's in hedgerow, and you landed in the city.
Yep. So we'll add 2 more there, and we are pretty much ready to start playing. So let's finish setting up those 2 guys, and we are ready.
Yep, let's go.
All right. Welcome back, gamers. My name is Ricardo,
I'm Jason.
and this is We Play Games. We are back with some Memoir 44, playing the second scenario. And whether you help us out with the.
So the second
Historical
scenario
background.
is Saint Mary Eglise, June 6, 1944. The historical background. Establishment of a defensive base at Saint Mary Eglise was one of the key objectives of the 82nd Airborne Division. In contrast with other regiments, the 505th Parachute Infantry, landing northwest of Saint Mary Eglise, has one of the most accurate drops. Rapidly regrouping and tipped by a French native to the presence of German troops in town, the paratroopers plan to surround St. Mary Eglise and move in with knives, bayonets, and grenades. In the meantime, to the north, Lieutenant Turner Turnbull deployed his force on high ground near French town Nouvelle au Plain, engaging and fighting the enemy to a draw. This brought some crucial time for the battalions around St. Mary Eglise, giving them a chance to meet the German southern thrust and annihilate several enemy units. This led to an overestimation by German command of American strength in this sector, and as a result, the Germans withdrew. The stage is set, the battle lines are drawn, you are in command, the rest is history. So,
All right.
the briefing?
Debriefing.
Axis player takes 4 command cards, Allied player takes 5 command cards, and you move first. Conditions of victory, 4 medals, and you've already seen us do the special rules for this scenario.
Yep. All right. So let's get ready to start playing.
Excellent, let's go.
Okay. Let's go ahead and start. I get 4. No, I'm sorry. I get 5.
You get 5, yep.
All right. So let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 more for me, right?
Yep.
All right. And I get first turn.
You get the first go. Element of surprise and more cards.
All right. Let's see what we got here. I hope this is a win for the Allies. Okay, so we just need to. Okay, I'm gonna play probe, which is 2 orders or 2 units in the center. I'm gonna order 2 units in the center. I'm gonna do this unit here, 1, 2. We're both inside the village. And then the other unit will be Let's do 1. Oh, 1. No. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay, so now they're gonna be able to attack because they only move 1, right? So they'll do 3, but -1 because you are inside a town or village. And even though we're still in it, it's a different hex. So you still get the, we're fighting between the buildings and stuff like that. So it makes sense that will be 1 less.
It's just a large town versus.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here we go. I'm doing 2 dice. We do 1 retreat. So you still got retreat. And these guys move twice, so they do not get to fire.
Now, if you wanted, because you.
Yeah, but it's still the same thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay there. I don't want to take ground there. Okay, there you go.
Gotcha.
All right, and I'm done. I draw my card. And okay, you are up, sir.
All right. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play pincer move, which enables me to move 2 units on each of my flanks, my left and my right.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start with. We will move this unit up 1. So they'll stop there.
Mm-hmm.
This unit will move 2. So this leaves me the opportunity. No, it doesn't. Well, it's the 1 space. We'll come back to how many dice I got with that. Yeah. And then the other thing I will do is move
2 units here.
This one, 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I will move this unit 1, 2.
Okay.
Now, when it comes back to the units that it can attack, both of these move 2.
Mm-hmm.
They're out of consideration. This one that I have here,
move 1, right?
I only moved 1. So I start with 3 dice, and I lose a dice because of the range. And then I'm also going to lose a dice because they're in the town. Right. So I'm rolling 1 dice with this attack.
Correct. Nothing.
Unless I was able to pull out my tanks. We got them hidden right now.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
Don't move those units. those units
Let's get them out in the open. All right.
No, they can stay there in the corner. All right. Ooh. It's gonna be payback. How does this feel, sir? Air power.
Ooh.
You know how this plays, right?
I do.
So target a group of 4 or fewer. So here's my dilemma. I'm concerned about the armor. Mm-hmm. That's 3 units. However, these are 4 units adjacent to each other. That's more units. I think I'm going to choose that unit. I think the armor is a little more of a threat to me right now. So let's go ahead and do, I rolled 2 battle dice per hex. Ally air attack. Or 1 per axis. So
I only got 1 per. You
right.
Get 2 per.
So that would be a total of 6, right? And then...
For that cluster, yep.
Yeah. And then I'm going to... Oh, thank you. Then I'm going to be scoring hits for each die that matches the unit symbol, a grenade, or a star. So here we go. Each flag retreat 1 hex. Flags may not be ignored. So what happens if you're supposed to retreat and you can't because it's the end of the board? Don't know about that. Leave us a comment down below if you know. I don't think you can leave the board.
Leave the battlefield.
Like I don't think you can. I don't think that makes sense. Well, I mean, it makes sense in real war, but for the game. All right, so I got 2 infantry.
3 of them.
Oh, 3.
Yep.
1 of anything I want and 1 armor. Let's get rid of your armor.
So taking 2 of them.
2, and 1 is 3. So all 3.
All together.
Yeah.
Very effective air.
And let's take out three of your guys from the same unit. Let's go ahead and do this one right here. Oh, dude, that was so nasty. I will feel bad, but because you made me so bad last time,
Yeah.
I don't feel as bad.
I mean, that's quite an initial attack, I'll tell you.
All right, and then what else? For each flag, there was no flags. Name flags may not be ignored, and that's it. Score 1. Yep, that's it. And I draw 1 card.
All right.
Oh, I gained 1 victory point because that was your last tank. Nice.
First medal.
You're gonna make me a necklace with those.
So while I like to go on the offensive, sometimes you have to improve your positions. So with this one, issue an order to 4 infantry units. The units improve their position by placing an available sandbag on the unit's hexes. If you do not command infantry, well, I command 4 infantry units, so therefore I can play 4 sandbags.
Nice.
And as we talked about in the teach, the direction of the sandbag does not matter. The application of the sandbag is around the entire hex. So it does not have to be direction determined based on where the assault is coming from.
Right.
And with the placement of my 4 sandbags, that concludes my turn.
I'm gonna play recon in force. That's 1 unit in each section. This one's easy. I'm just gonna do 1. Oh, what was the hedge rows?
When you move in, you stop. When you move out, you stop, and you can't fire from.
I cannot fire from. Yeah, those are bad, huh? Oof.
The Allies had a bad problem in Normandy dealing with the
Yeah.
hedgerows during Operation Overlord and thereafter through France.
Let's go ahead and do. Oof, this is rough. Okay, well, it was nothing. 1, 2. That was my right. Then let's go ahead and do the center. I think for the center, I'm just going to. I'm just gonna do this, guys. 1. And for the right, I'm sorry, my left. For my left, I'm just gonna use those guys right there, but not, they're just gonna stay there.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just gonna stay there and activate. Okay, so let's start with these guys. They're gonna take shots onto that unit right there.
Okay.
So that will be 2 dice. I only got 1. So 1 guy's gone. This unit is these guys into that unit. 3 goes to 2 for being inside town or village. 1 and 1 retreat.
Forcing me from the town.
Yep. Lastly, over here on my right, 3, 2, -1 from barricades or sandbags, 1 die. So 1 die into that unit right there, 1 guy. And I am done, and I draw my card. It is such a simple, fast game.
Oh, yeah.
And it's great that it's for 2 players, but it's great that it's 2 players also because just so fast, right?
I think the most time-consuming thing sometimes is reading the setup, definitely. But when you have a lot of text on that card, when you're trying to pay attention to what's going on, but you really want to understand that card, I think repeatability as we go through the campaign, we'll start to understand the cards better. And when it comes in our hand, we're like, oh, yeah, that card. You're going to have an air assault on you, and you're going to kill your tanks.
Yeah, when you start remembering the orders.
Yep. So I am going to probe from my right. And I have 2 units. So if I'm to fire with both of these from where they're at, I'm rolling 1 dice.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Yep.
If I move these into the forest, I can still fire because it's 1 move, and I still lose the 1 dice because of the into the city.
Yeah.
But then it'll be 2 dice as opposed to 3.
Yes.
Okay. So these troops will move into the forest.
Okay.
And these ones are activated, but they're going to stay stationary.
Okay.
So I'll roll with them first. So as I said, we start with 3 dice. We lose 1, we lose 1. So I'm down to 1 die. It's a nothing. So now with a close attack, I have 1 less dice.
Right. Nothing.
This match, I'm rolling all kinds of tanks.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. It's my turn. Okay, so you see, that's the thing. You're too far.
Yeah, do you leave the town?
I know.
Do you just keep rolling 1 die?
I'm looking at this hill right here. I have the benefit of the high ground, but you're too far, and you're.
If I avoid it, yep.
Yeah, those bags help a lot because that's exactly 0 right there.
I had made the comment that the game is about offense, but in this case,
yeah,
we'll play a little defense in this corner. Unit preservation.
Okay, so I'm going to play. I'm gonna play probe here. So probe is 2 units in the center. My 2 units will be 1. Actually, 1 here will be 1. The other unit actually is going to be this unit here, coming 1, 2. So my unit there is gonna battle into that unit right there. 3 dice. Ooh, sir. Thank you for playing.
So there's your second medal.
Second medal right there. 1 grenade, 2 infantry results. And I'm done. And I draw my card.
Well, that really affects all those. So I will have to assault from the left, or probe from the left, but I will not be moving.
Okay.
So this one will be down just 1 dice, being where it's at. So I'll roll 2.
Wait, why 1?
The 1
2.
space.
No, you still get 2.
That I'm just down 1 dice.
Oh yeah.
So
okay,
I started at 3
yeah,
and down to 2.
Yeah, right. I was
So for this attack, I'll have 2.
misunderstood.
And I take out 2. As successful as it can be. Now, this one I'll lose 2 dice because I'll have the 1 space and they're in the city.
Yep. Still got 1.
Marginal success, marginal success.
Okay. Let's see, what else? Okay, I'm going to. This is a mistake. I'm gonna do recon. 1 unit on my right hand side. When I draw cards, I could draw 2 and pick which one do I want. I'm gonna select this unit, which is my only unit on the right, moving in and taking shots at you. 3 goes to 2 for the sandbags. And that's it. 3 goes to 2 for the sandbags. Here we go. Ooh, 2 more.
Taking 2.
All right.
Now you get to draw 2.
Oh yeah, draw 2. Choose 1. Okay. I discarded the probe of 2 on my left.
Well, This card stopped being useful to me on the first round, or second round, I'm sorry. Not that I had any more than one armor unit, but armor assault is useless, so in this case I get to assign it to any unit that's out there. And I'm going to go from the left side, and I'm going to attack them right there. So we start at 3, and with them being in the forest, I lose 1 die, so I'm at 2.
Right.
And I'll take out 1. And I discard and draw up.
This feels like a totally different game now.
Oh, it is. It is. There's a balance, and really, it's being split to the flanks.
Yeah. I'm gonna do recon again on the left. I'm going to activate that unit right there. So 2 dice into that unit in the forest. Retreat. No hits, but retreat.
There is no line of sight there because it's forest.
Right.
Okay. So I will retreat there.
But I am gonna take ground. And I draw 2 cards and choose one. And roll the other one. Choose this one.
All right. So I'm going to use attack on my right flank. It's 3 units.
Ouch.
So I will bring this one into the forest. This one is activated in the forest, and I'm activating this behind the sandbags.
Okay.
So we'll start with the sandbags.
Okay.
The distance and the terrain. Lose 2 dice, so I'm rolling 1 dice. That's just the rolls this game.
Armors.
All right, these 2, they're going to be down 1 dice each.
Yep.
So I'll start with this one. And you retreat.
So 1 guy out. I'll retreat into this.
And now I can't fire with this one.
Right.
Because line of sight through the terrain, they can't fire through.
Right.
Now, if I had started on this side, then I'd
You
be
could take
firing
ground,
there,
though.
and
You
I
could
will be
take
taking
ground,
ground.
yeah.
Yep. But if I had started firing from this side,
Yeah.
the way the dice rolled, I'd still have that 3rd one there.
Yeah.
That's just the luck of the way you choose to play the player.
That's part of the.
That's part of why we
tactics.
identify. Yeah, that's why we have to identify who we're firing with.
All right. That back and forward of. Okay.
I mean, if there's any good thing, you're preserving units right now.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do an attack on the left flank. 3 units. This will be my 3 units. So 1, obviously. 2, actually. 1, 2. There's no penalties from leaving the hill or moving into the hill.
But now the sandbag.
Oh, yeah, the
Because
sandbag's
you
gone.
abandoned
Because
the-
I abandoned that. So this is gone. But these guys are gonna move in 1, 2. So the only ones that could battle is this unit because they did not move. So that unit battling into that unit there is 2 dice, right?
Yep.
2. 1 grenade, one soldier.
All right.
And I draw a card. All right, I am done.
So I'm going to probe from my right flank. I will take these and move them up 1. And that's as far as they can move anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm identifying these also.
Okay.
So I will first attack with. Well, he'd be going that way anyway. Doesn't really matter who I attack with. I'll attack with this one on the right first.
Okay.
Which I'm down to just 2 dice.
Well, pieces.
All right. Same thing. Attacking from that one. 2 dice. One of them.
Hit. So this one's gone.
All right, down to 2.
So that's the thing. Sometimes too, you want to roll retreats. Sometimes you don't want to roll retreats. If you have multiple units attacking that one unit, that's a full strength, especially, you don't want them to retreat. You want them to stay there before you do your next attack. Okay, so my go. Move out. Issue an order to 4 infantry units. Terrain movement and battle restrictions still apply. If I do not command any infantry units, then issue order to 1 unit of your choice. My 4 infantry units are going to be... Let's go ahead and do... this one. This one. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
And they're not gonna move, they're just gonna battle.
Yep.
Starting over here, 2 dice into that one. No. Is that 2 dice? Yeah,
2 dice, yep.
Dice. 1 hit and 1 retreat. This unit, 3, that's 2, that's 1 die into that one. Nope, misses. So that's done. This unit, 3, 2, 1 die into this one.
Yep.
And lastly, this unit, 2 dice into that one unit. Correct? 3, but -1 for the sandbags.
Correct.
Nice. Actually, I get that. So that's one done. I am going to... No, he's gonna stay there. He's not gonna take ground. Okay, and I am done. So drawing card.
Well, I'm about to run out of some options here, unfortunately. And my luck is pressing. So I'm going to move 2. What are 2 units in the probe in the center? So this is a center unit because it's on the red line, and this is a center unit because it's on the red line.
Right.
I'll immediately start with the attack here, which is going to be -1 dice because of the city. And it's ordered to retreat.
So I gotta go this way.
And
take ground.
Yep, I will. I can get attacked from 2 sides being on that hex, but if you came back in, it's harder for me. Now, the other one I'm going to do is these guys. So I'm going to leave my sandbags. And I will be down to 1 die.
Okay.
It's a grenade. And I finally get my first.
Finally.
Now, because it's 2 away, I can't occupy.
Yeah,
it was a ranged attack.
Yeah,
or a far attack.
Far, yeah.
So
and
then
you draw your card. Okay. I'm gonna play direct from HQ. 4 units of my choice. Let's go ahead and do some stuff here. 1, 2. 4 units of my choice. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1 and 2.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. All right. So starting here, 2 shots into that unit. Yeah, 2 shots into that unit. Hit and retreat. Yep. And that block line of sight. You're too far from me now. They cannot shoot.
Do you want to occupy?
Oh, sure. Yeah. These guys move, so they won't be able to shoot. These guys here. 3, 2 dice.
Ooh.
Ooh, retreat, retreat. 2 retreats.
Twice?
Yep. Yep. That's good. That's good right there.
Might as well
I'm
take
in
advantage
trouble.
of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm in trouble. Yep. So he roll. I rolled 2 retreats, and retreat ignores terrain features, so he just moved through the forest.
Might as well take advantage of some free
And
terrain
now
movement.
and I'm rolling 1 less die against him. All right, I am done. I'm gonna draw my card.
Well, I will say that sequence of events changed what I'm going to do. So I'll throw this card out, and I only have 2 to attack with again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not actually going to move.
Right.
So with this one, I'm not losing any dice, so I can roll all 3.
Yep.
And we've got an attack and a retreat.
Yep. Here, and I'm gonna retreat here to here.
And I will stay protected.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can only move to this one. If I could move to this one, I would, because then I'd be protected still, but I'll stay in the woods for right now. And I lose the 1 dice for this one because of the city.
1.
So I hit for 1.
And you draw your card. Okay, I'm gonna do recon enforce. This is 1 unit on each section. So let's go ahead and do 4 here. It's gonna be this one, 1, this one, 1, and that one.
Okay.
So starting here, 2 dice. Moving on to this one, 2 dice. 1 hit. And last one here, 2 dice. Oh, 1 hit, 1 retreat.
I'll retreat there.
And I'm gonna follow, taking ground. Sorry to say, Jason, but I think the end is near.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Yep. So, being so close to the end, I wanted to save this, but I cannot.
Medics.
So, issue an order to 1 unit that has suffered casualties. Roll 1 battle die for each command card you have, including this one. So I'll roll 4 dice. For each dice matching the unit's symbol, so we got the infantryman or a star, 1 lost figure of that unit is returned to duty. A unit may not gain more figures than it originally had, so I can't exceed 4. If the unit recovers at least 1 figure, it may also be issued in order.
Okay.
So I start with the 4 dice roll. Oh, yes?
I was going to ask, you have to nominate the unit first?
I'm nominating this one.
Okay.
It does say. It says issue an order to 1 unit. So
got it.
It's this one right here that's in the most peril.
Okay.
It's not what I wanted to do, but you really threatened him.
Yeah,
so
that one's, that's my...
Here's my 4 rolls. So this is 1. This is 2.
And this is
the
3.
mystery die that I can't see brings me to full strength. All right. So now, as I was saying with this one, I can now issue an order.
Uh-oh.
Which I will attack. And The obstruction with the terrain drops me down 1, so I'm rolling 2 dice. And I hit 2 times.
Twice? Okay,
Yep.
got it.
Now, I could have forced you out of there, but oh well. You can still attack me twice when the time comes. How are you supposed to know sometimes?
All right. I didn't draw my card.
You want this one?
Just fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay. I think I need. Oh. Okay. I think I like this one.
I got something coming my way.
You played this against me, actually. Counter attack. So I get to copy the same order just played by your opponent.
Okay.
So how did it go? Roll.
So
One
as many
die,
command cards as you have, including that one. So you actually get to roll 5 dice.
5 dice. I'm nominating that unit. Going back and forward on this one.
Yeah.
And we need. Only got one.
It's just 1.
Shoot.
But so long as you gained 1, you're able to issue an order now.
Initial order to them.
Yep.
There you go. So I'm going to just stay there and take shots at that unit. So 2 dice. Okay, and retreat. I don't know that there's a rule for retreat at the end, but we're playing with the house roulette right now that there's no, the edge of the board, that's it. That's as far as you could retreat, right?
So for the next one, we'll have it figured out. But if we got it wrong and you want to give us something in the comments.
You know what? Unless, I think this might be it now that I think about it. So you take one hit right now and retreat. Technically, the rule is if you cannot retreat, you lose 1 more model. Okay. So I think this is probably the case. If you cannot retreat because it's the end of the board, so you just lose 1 more model.
Keep losing. Yep.
Yeah, which I think makes sense. Is that the ruling? Is that right?
We'll find out. You correct us.
All right, and I am done. So I draw my card.
All right. So we're moving out.
It's 4 units, right?
We've got to get some troops in the fight. We're struggling here. I'm going to review a question about line of sight again. This is line of sight with this one. That does not obstruct it?
Correct.
All right. So
you'll be a -1, but yes.
We are going to activate this guy, as much as I might regret it. Bringing him back in, we're going to activate this one. We're going to activate this one up here.
Moving twice?
Twice.
Really?
Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess activate this one up here, and then this one here.
Okay.
That'll be my... Well, do I want to do a different one for a 4th? Well, you can't fire at me from there, but you can fire at me from there.
Maybe that one?
Well, I'm already activating him too. So it was 1 and it moved. This is my 2nd.
That's your 3rd.
Oh, that was my 3rd. So yeah, this is my 4th.
Okay.
We'll leave him here. All right. So he still has a shot. Shot.
Right.
So this one will be 2 dice. I'm starting with this one.
You got it. Here. 1 more medal.
And I started with that one for that because now I still have line of sight there.
Right.
So I'm down to 1 dice for that one because we have the space and then the terrain. That's 1. Oh, and I could have Occupado, but I don't think I'm...
You might want... I don't know.
I think I'm going to try to protect myself. Not that I can really protect myself, but I will try to protect myself. So now I will roll here with 1 less die. And I'm doing the same. I'm rolling with one less die. Retreat.
Okay, so I'm gonna retreat. Here.
Okay. And I gotta clean that up.
I'll draw your card. That was a rough turn for me. The end was near, and you took over. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not drawing the card.
Well, all you gotta do is get one of these guys.
Yeah.
You can get close enough to roll 2 dice with a center command.
Okay, here we go. Attack. Order 3 units to the center. I'm gonna take a chance here. It's gonna be 1. Two. Three. All right, there we go. 3, 2. This is 1 die here.
I'll just ask you a question. So there is no restriction for his movement out because he wasn't in hedgerow.
All right.
So you could move him too.
Yeah, I don't think I want to move him to. I still want him there for.
Okay.
In case I want to get back into the fight. 1 die here. 1 guy is dead. And here is 3, 2. So 1 died there.
Just 1 more. That's it. That is your 4th medal.
Yep. Grenade. Boom.
Yep.
So finally won.
Yes, you did.
Well, we only played twice, but.
but at the same time, at the end there, it became really competitive because.
Yeah.
If it had been.
There was a little back and forward right here.
Yep. Yeah, and I got this one down to 1, and. If I had had some better rolls at the beginning of the game, it might have been a little different.
You know what helped me a lot in this game? Taking out your armor. First turn, taking out the armor. That was a big deal.
To reveal a little bit, I'll show. Those units on the left could not move very much because I was stacked with center movement stuff. And even then, the ones that I had on the right, I mean, I was back to back to back center cards, and that's why when I made that decision about all 4 units, I tried to move as many as I could in that moment because it gave me a chance to move some stuff because even then, I was attacking from the center. So it was this one and it was that one if they had lived.
So that's one thing that as we're playing this, and this is our second time playing it today, I'm realizing that there's quite a few tactics that you could use. The whole taking ground, retreating when it's possible, like right there.
Yeah.
But a lot comes to just the luck of the draw of your cards. Like,
cards and dice.
Yeah.
Cards and
the
dice.
dice. Yeah, the dice are there
I had
too.
some
but
bad rolls.
The cards is what you need. The cards. You need to send those orders in.
Oh yeah, if you can't get them close enough, you're not shooting anybody.
Like that's how I played the previous game. It was I didn't have any of the right cards in my hand.
And we had a virtual standoff here because you stayed behind your sandbags and I stayed behind my sandbags.
Yeah.
And we took some pot shots at each other here.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we got into this forest and had a little fight.
Yep. These sandbags place here, they just cancel this unit completely for the whole game.
Yep.
I don't want to leave them or remove them, which I did because now this is not the original unit, but the whole benefit of being up there was just canceled by those sandbags.
And I think what might have also tipped the balance of power was a reasonably successful airborne drop. So you had 50% success rate. So you actually brought 2 whole units back out on the map that weren't there. Mm-hmm. And that kind of occupied this area.
Yeah, well, this one guy occupied that town, that helped a lot.
Put it in my presence, yep.
Yeah, that did help a lot. That was a really cool mechanic or setup.
Oh yeah, it gave a great option to add to the historical text of this. This was an airborne drop on St. Mary Eglise I mean, at Fort Bragg with the 82nd, they have a drop zone called St. Mary Eglise. So, yep.
That's cool. Well, that was our second scenario, and let's give our final review on this. We'll be back.
Yep.
All right, so that was our second scenario for Memoir 44. What do you think? We're still liking it?
Oh yeah, the same kind of reaction from the first one. That's the thing. I love to win games, but I don't mind losing with a good effort. And
Yeah.
while I was frustrated with dice rolls and no cards to play early in the match, by the end of it, it became competitive. I had some things turn my way, and if I had gotten one more turn, there might have been the chance that I could have taken your 2 units because I had already conquered 2 and got 2 medals.
Yeah, we definitely had some back and forth going on
we were
right
down
there.
in here. Yep. We had some definitely good fighting going on.
I mean, that you did get a second one from there, didn't you? The second medal?
It came from there also.
Yeah,
It did.
so,
Yep.
yeah.
So I'd say the most impactful thing in this scenario was that air bombardment you could hit me with.
Yeah, that was early on playing
It
that
completely
card.
eliminated my armor and gave you your first medal before we even got the match going. So,
Yeah, that the whole air power thing right there.
Yep.
That was really cool. So we were talking, and we're talking about that the only one issue that we have, and I'm sure it's probably part of the mechanics of the game, is just not drawing the right cards, right? Like not being able to discard your hand and draw again.
So I was thinking that, we can't do fog of war. That's really hard. But when you can't give the orders you want, like if you can't get communication to a certain area, that's the fog of war concept. So I really need to move them on my right flank, but I can't give an order to my right flank, part of the fog of war. Whether that's the effort that they were going for, I'm not sure, but I mean, that's a way to look at it. But yeah, you can get frustrated with everything in your center and everyone's on your flanks.
Right.
You can't do anything.
So it is frustrating for sure, but the way I try to think about it is probably the lack of radio communication. Like there was so many issues with radio communication where it's like, okay, maybe that makes sense. Like you cannot send the right orders because there's just so much chaos going around and no one's listening and so on and so forth.
And then this time, there was no encryption. So it was over open waves when they were talking to each other. So if you were listening, someone else could be listening.
My initial, so we said this previously, but my initial drop of the paratroopers quite helped me over there on the left because I did acquire, I think, 1, maybe 2.
You ended up getting 2 total units.
2 medals got, from that side.
Oh yeah, and your other 2 medals came from there. Yep.
Yeah, 2
You were
there,
able to take 1
from
from the center, and then my armor was your 4th medal.
And actually here on the armor, I think I took the one of them out here too. You started with 3. Oh no. Oh, one of the units.
I moved it up here.
Yeah. One of those units with my 4-1. Yeah.
Oh, that was the 4th. It didn't come from the center. You're right. Yep.
Yeah.
By the time you killed it, I had moved it back. That's what it was.
So anyways, I'm really enjoying this game. It's a 19-year-old game. It's gonna be 20 years next year. You were commenting something that it would be cool.
Oh yeah, Days of Wonder. So with the way they did Ticket to Ride, they had the Ticket to Ride 10th anniversary, and then they had the Ticket to Ride Europe 15th anniversary. I don't know whether we could spark enough interest with Memoir 44 with the new series that they're doing about the World War II aviators, but maybe a 20th anniversary edition, Memoir 44. And reprinting of some of the scenarios, maybe some upgrading of graphics, and get some 3D printed components. Maybe.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
See some 3D terrain on this.
Yep. Terrain, actual cities. I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. This was our second scenario for Memoir 44 after 19 years of being produced.
Being in existence.
Yep. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave us a comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you guys watch for the next scenario hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
All right, thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.